Hey guys, Nate from Mostly Green. Just a little update. So we did an application of Tenacity on the front lawn. Um, got rid of all the crabgrass, and then I just finished with a double cut down to about 1 inch, two different directions, with a de-thatch. Um, Not an aggressive de-thatch, just I use a Sun Joe with the tines on it, the tine wheel, and took up a lot of grass, um, but didn't destroy my front lawn. Then I went over it again, another inch, and the holes that I thought I had are not as bad. They're not as deep. The lawn's not as uneven as I had originally thought, and still gonna do, of course, a top dressing with a little bit of sand and a little bit of topsoil, good quality topsoil. I'll level it out, work it in with a broom, and then I'm gonna overseed with a ryegrass, perennial ryegrass, and a Kentucky bluegrass to fill in a little bit later. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to getting this lawn back on track. As you can see, it doesn't look so great right now. Um, it's a little bare in spots, a little dead in spots. I got a little bit of grub damage, even though I did use Grub-X back in late June. I put an application of Grub-X down and still ended up with some Japanese beetles flying around every morning over the last 2 weeks. And I got some pull-up right here. As you can see, it looks kind of awful. It wasn't very visible back when before I cut it low and de-thatched it. But there was a lot of laydown and stuff covering it. So I got that all cleaned up, and I got another application of Grub-X down about a week ago. So hopefully everything's under control now. My crabgrass along the curb, which where it bakes where the curb gets so hot and the asphalt gets so hot it bakes the grass, kills everything off right away. I had a lot of crabgrass there, but that's all gone now, and everything is looking like it's getting in order. So I'll keep you updated. I'll shoot a little video when I do the top dressing and overseeding. And I got to say that the Sun Joe de-thatcher, power rake, whatever you want to call it, did an awesome job. It was much better than I expected. It kind of feels like a kid's toy when you take it out of the box and first put it together, and even while you're using it. You know, if you're used to using a de-thatching machine, you get they're extremely heavy, very substantial. They give you a little bit of a workout using them. This Sun Joe thing does a very good job. I didn't set it very low. I kept it fairly high at the 0 setting. I didn't even go down deep, but I got down to dirt, and I got a lot of thatch out. I mean, you can see it all down there in the street. And then I pulled up another. I think I'm around 8 big bags of grass and thatch. The big 50-gallon contractor bags, or whatever the heck they're called. Those things. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and another one in the can. That's 8, and then all the thatch down in the street that I got to pick up. So it's coming along good. This is my project for this fall. Next fall, I have another piece that's a piece of grass that's about the same size. I think it's about 500 square feet less. This is it right here. And I did a little weed kill on this earlier in the summer, because it was really overgrown with nutsedge, crabgrass, and chickweed, and got rid of a lot of it. But I haven't watered this piece of grass in oh my God, probably 2 months. maybe a month and a half since we moved in. I think I watered it the first week we moved in, and then haven't touched it since. I've just been so focused on trying to keep the very front lawn greenish, mostly green, and it seems to be doing okay despite these incredibly hot temperatures. We're right around 91 today. We were 93 yesterday, mid 90s all the past 5 days. So we've had a couple weeks with incredibly hot temperatures and very little rain. I think we have, according to the Scott's site, we got 0.15 inches. I know that's not true. I measured 3/4 of an inch this past week. We had a big downpour one day. It wasn't great. It was one big downpour all at once, and that was it. So we probably got a lot of runoff, not a lot absorbed, and you know, that's where we stand. So I'll keep the water on the front lawn. I'm dragging hoses, and it's not pleasant, but something I got to do. And next year we'll probably put in a irrigation system. I looked at the Orbit site, and they came in with I think it was 1,400 in just the materials. Then you got to bury it and set it up. So guessing around $3,000, $4,000 to put it, to just do the front 8,000 square feet. So it is what it is. I'll have to bite the bullet and do it, and then maybe over the next couple of years we'll get this this side irrigated, and then I got another piece on the far side of the house over there, and then we'll work on the backyard, which is another ½ acre. It's a mess right now. It's a ½ acre of disaster. Before we moved in, they replaced the part of the septic system and dug out the drain field. And when they filled it back in, I think they used clay and stones to refill it, to cover it back up. And I got nothing but weeds and nutsedge growing back there. And then along the pool, you can see where the grasses are on the left side. There's another section with grasses planted in a bed on the right side. We just had those taken out, and we just had three big Leland cypress taken out of this spot right here, and 7 taken out of that far corner. So I got dirt everywhere. I did a little bit of reseeding right here to try and keep the mud to a minimum. I have 2 labs who love to go in the pool and then play in the mud. So I had to get some cover on that, and it's probably needs a little bit more care. I think I overwatered it the last week or so, so I got a little bit of rot going on, but try and clear that up soon. Give it a little fertilizer, and then we'll be bringing in probably a couple triaxles of topsoil to plant some grass in this area and that far corner over there. And then we got pavers that are sitting right there that are going from the walkway, that are going to be a walkway from the deck to the pool deck. And as you can see, I've been pulling out shrubs over in that stone spot right there. So I got a lot of work to do over the next several months, and honestly over the next couple of years, to get this where I want it. All these trees will be coming down sometime soon to put in, widen the driveway, and we'll see what happens. Just a lot of work to try and get done, and I've been, killing myself, busting my butt, trying to do everything at once, and it's a little tiring, but a little bit at a time, and we'll get there. So thanks for watching. I'll update you over the next few days if I get to do the top dressing and the seeding. I think my bluegrass seed is coming on Friday, tomorrow, so I'll have everything I need. Just got to go pick up the topsoil and sand and do a little bit of sand, maybe a third, 30%, just so I get a little bit of leveling out of this. I don't want to sand the whole thing or put a sand cap on it. I just want to get it level and stable, and we'll go from there. So thanks again. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back with you in a day or two.